No, it's gonna hopefully don't be going on at all.
No.
Here we are with another Woods report.
That's the only issue about doing it in the car.
I know, the only thing with in the car, it goes on and off.
Yeah.
So we were sitting here discussing as we was on our way back home. Is there such thing as an ugly baby? And my answer is absolutely yes. So how we got on this topic is one day we was going through pictures at my grandmother's house. And I saw this picture of this ugly baby.
No, this actually was sitting on the counter in the front living room.
Oh, okay. I was going through the picture, and I saw the picture, and I said, "Oh, Grandma, who is that ugly baby in that stroller?" She started laughing. She said, "That's me, Kim."
That's wrong. That's wrong.
I said, "Oh, Grandma, you was an ugly baby."
Oh, no.
And she said, "I was the only black colored person with a stroller." So she was excited about that picture because no other black person had a stroller in the South back then
when you say
where she was
about your grandmother.
But that picture, I said, "Oh," so we started talking. I said, it's some people who are ugly babies, but they end up being good looking.
You don't want to say ugly baby because the baby being a baby and little and
so is there such thing as an ugly baby? Can a baby be not attractive?
Yeah,
because it's a baby.
Yeah,
and it hasn't grown into its looks yet.
Oh no!
So what do you think?
Some babies look like animals,
and it's not even racist. Some people's babies look like monkeys, and some people's babies look like birds. Some people's babies look like mice or some kind of animal, some kind of whatever.
But you don't say that.
Okay, so if you see a baby that's not attractive, what do you say if somebody show you a baby that's, he's so special?
Baby.
Yeah, the baby. Yeah. You a baby.
You know I say beautiful baby. Oh, that's a beautiful baby.
And people get mad if you talk about their babies. Then you say, what's up? Somebody said something about...
Am I saying names?
Yeah, go ahead.
Chaz. Remember, I don't remember if Shane is watching this. Chaz, he had made a comment to Dewana. He said... When Shana was a baby, that she looked like a cartoon character. And we was laughing. Dewana was laughing.
People get mad if you talk about their baby.
A cartoon character.
And people used to tell me, because I used to crack jokes and talk about ugly babies. And people say, one day if you have one, your baby gonna be ugly. I said, but he gonna be sharp.
A sharp ugly baby.
That baby gonna be sharp.
Dressed to the T, huh? With a nice little tie.
If you have an ugly baby, and I know people probably won't comment down below.
They not gonna say they baby
Do
ugly.
you think your child is ugly? Is that wrong if you say my child look like somebody?
You look like your daddy.
Do you know if you have an ugly baby?
You know what? I think people say that for not the baby stage. Probably when they get to like 5 and 6 and 7.
When they grow into their
looks, that's when they say you just like your daddy. Ugly, just like your daddy. But that's mean to say that to your kids.
I don't think I was that good looking when I was a baby. I think I had a big forehead.
And some babies are pretty, and they grow
beautiful,
up
and they grow up not pretty.
Like you was a pretty baby,
and they beautiful baby.
They don't look good when they older.
So that was our question was, and then that made me think of this joke when we was talking about ugly baby. So there's this guy, right? He gets on the bus. And he goes to the back of the bus and he sits down.
Okay.
Then the bus driver stops at the next stop, and he notices that a lady gets on the bus, and she's holding her baby, and the bus driver looks at the lady and he goes, "Oh my God, ooh, that's an ugly baby. I don't even know if I should let you get on this bus with that baby. That's about the ugliest baby I've ever seen in my life." Okay. And he was loud. All the passengers was listening to him. And she was so, the lady was so upset. She didn't know what to do. She ain't never had nobody treat her that way, the way the bus driver did.
That was mean.
So she just went and sat down next to that guy. And that guy said, "I heard everything that bus driver said to you. And that was rude." And she said, "You're absolutely right." He says, if I was you, I'd go back up there and give him a piece of my mind. And she said, "You think so?" He said, "Yes, I'll hold your monkey."
Let me hold your monkey. You kind of told it differently. It's not the same. She didn't mess the joke up. He didn't know she was holding a baby. Okay. Well, enough with that joke.
I'll hold the monkey.
That's me.
My mother loved that joke.
She loved it.
But what do you think about that, Ma? When I asked Grandma who was that ugly baby?
You thought
was you there, Ma?
Mama was like, I wasn't there. Mama thought that was rude.
What'd you say?
Well, I wasn't there when it happened, was it?
No.
But I thought it was rude. I mean, you didn't know any better.
Right. Sometimes you'll make comments about something and you don't realize you're talking about. If you say, "Ooh," because the way you said it, "Ooh, Grandma, who is this ugly baby?"
But do people?
That's me, Kim.
And thank God she wasn't ugly later on.
Oh,
but as a baby,
yes,
oh my God.
Yes.
So the question is, we always come on and we ask people questions.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if your child is an ugly baby?
Would you recognize your child not being a pretty baby?
Because I don't think so. I think I've seen people show their babies off, and I be like
that baby got a big old head.
What we doing here?
He funny looking.
Yeah,
like some kind of bird or beetle or something.
And I don't think they realize it. I don't think they think they baby ugly.
I think even like in animal world, animal kingdom, baby things tend to be cute because they're little.
Right.
Little
it's a little version.
There's some ugly animals, and a baby version of it can still be cute because it's a baby of it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I guess if you have let's say your boyfriend or your husband is ugly.
Ooh.
Or your wife or whatever, and the baby look like them, you probably wouldn't think so.
Because
the baby look like them.
Right.
Oh.
Right. You got to think about if they're married to that person and that baby looks like that person, they wouldn't think that baby ugly. Does that mean they think they spouse is?
And then people say beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not. No, no, I'm just messing. It is. Because what one person may think is attractive, another person may think is not attractive.
Yeah.
And in some cultures, what you might think is ugly, in another culture, they might think is good looking.
Or maybe they'll find something else that's cute on them. It's not the simple fact that it's a baby, but they may find something like he has dimples or he has little cute eyes.
I have seen babies that's ugly with dimples that make them look better.
Yeah.
Or can a baby be that ugly where they cute?
The court case.
What about it?
When the mother-in-law said the baby's ugly, like the daddy.
Oh yeah, my mother watches those court cases, and the people come in and they'll say the baby is ugly,
it's
or that's
like they
and the judges say that's not right. You don't do that.
I knew he was the daddy because the baby looked just like him, ugly.
So that's the question: is it wrong to say somebody's baby is ugly?
It is. You don't tell somebody.
You don't tell them. I'm saying to each other.
Oh,
like
wow.
If the person leave or whatever, and you say that baby was not good looking.
Yeah, later on you'll say it, but you won't say it at that time. But when you are looking at somebody's baby,
but then as a baby really ugly, because think about like a pug.
Yeah,
a pug is ugly, but because it's so little,
it's cute.
It's cute. So is it really an ugly baby? Because it's so little.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The size of it, it gets away with it because the size.
Yeah.
It's just a little tiny.
You almost expect them to look funny looking.
Yeah. Some babies look funny looking. Not ugly, but funny looking.
That's
Some
true.
look like aliens.
That's true.
Martians. E.T. Some people have E.T. heads.
So maybe you get a pass because you're a baby. You get a pass.
Yeah.
Because you're a baby.
Maybe.
All right. So we just thought we would just come on and ask, is there such thing as an ugly baby? And if it is, do people really know? And were you an ugly baby?
Ooh.
Because my grandmother was, and she looked better when she got older.
Of course. Because that's why we didn't recognize it. When you saw it, you said, "Who?"
I said, "Grandma,
who
is that ugly baby?"
Because she didn't resemble our grandmother.
And she said, "That's me, Kim."
And we laughed.
Oh my God! So that just sparked us to think about that.
Yeah.
What's ugly? Is beauty really in the eye of the beholder?
As a baby.
Can a baby get away with it? Because it's a baby, and it's gonna grow into its looks.
Yeah.
And
which can be ugly.
And what do you say when you see somebody who you think is an ugly baby? How do you greet that baby?
Oh.
On Seinfeld, they had an ugly baby episode.
How did they do it?
And every time they looked at the baby, they would turn away like.
You're kidding.
And Seinfeld was like, "Oh my God, that's an ugly baby," but they had to pretend like the baby wasn't ugly because the mom loved the baby so much. So there was a Seinfeld episode.
They would make fake.
They just couldn't take looking at the baby. The baby was so. So that's our thing on ugly babies. you know, I guess I didn't tell my joke good, but the man said, let me hold your monkey.
The man didn't know that she was holding supposedly that the bus driver had talked about her baby.
Yes, he did. He heard. He overheard it.
It was something that the man didn't know that was the baby that she was holding, because he was saying, "Go tell him off.
I'll hold your monkey." Okay.
While you do it.
Oh, maybe the bus driver said, "Ooh, that's ugly." Instead of saying that's an ugly baby.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll practice on that joke for another time.
We'll look it up.
All right, y'all. So that was another Woods Report. All right.